If you've ever bounced between a document, your inbox, a chatbot, and your calendar just to finish one task, that's exactly the problem Superhuman Go is designed to solve. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to use Superhuman Go step by step. Most AI tools require you to constantly switch tabs, copy information into a chatbot, and then paste the results back into your work. Superhuman Go, from the makers of Grammarly, takes a very different approach. Their AI chat works directly inside the websites and apps you already use, helping you summarize web pages, improve writing, draft emails, and schedule meetings without constantly switching tabs. Superhuman partnered with me on this video. I'm Kevin, and let's dive in. First, let's get Superhuman Go set up. Head to this website. You'll find a link right down below. On this page, click on Install and then add it to your browser. Superhuman Go works through the Grammarly browser extension, so this will first install Grammarly in your browser. This opens up a short onboarding flow. Feel free to step through it. Once you've installed Grammarly and signed in, click on the Grammarly extension icon. Here, you'll see the option to enable Superhuman Go. Make sure that's toggled on, and then click on the Superhuman Go icon over on the right-hand side of your screen. A quick note, if you already have Grammarly installed, you could just toggle on Superhuman Go in your browser extension, so no need to reinstall Grammarly. Now, you'll see the AI chat sidebar directly inside your browser. Anytime I want to access Go, I can either click on this icon over on the right-hand side, or you can also use a keyboard shortcut that you'll see right at the bottom of the screen. This is where you can interact with Superhuman Go while working across different websites and apps. Because their AI understands the context of the page that I'm currently working on, I can interact with AI directly inside my workflow. Now that everything is set up, let's look at one of the most useful features in Superhuman Go: summarizing web pages directly inside your browser. Here, I have an article open with research on snack and dessert trends for the Kevin Cookie Company. Instead of reading through everything manually, over on the right-hand side, I can open up Go, and here I can ask AI Chat to summarize this page, give me all the key takeaways, and give me any numbers that I know my team will ask about. Here, I've typed in my prompts, and right up above, I can see that it's going to reference this page that I currently have open. Down here, let's send this. Right away, I get a summary of the page with the key points pulled out for me. I can also ask follow-up questions about the content. For example, let's ask which dessert categories are growing the fastest, and then let's send that. Oh, right there, it looks like oatmeal raisin cookies are growing fast. Well, I'm sure glad we're launching a product on this. What I like is I don't have to copy the article into a separate chatbot first. Go already understands the page that I'm currently viewing. Superhuman Go comes with a number of built-in agents, including the Grammarly Proofreader. Here, I'm drafting an email to a supplier for the Kevin Cookie Company. Now, this is the first time we're working with a supplier, and I want to make sure this email sounds professional and also clear. Now, you'll notice that as I write, Go automatically underlines words, and it also recommends improvements. Now, I think this really helps this sentence. So I'll click on this to accept those recommendations. Now down below, I also have some additional suggestions. I'll hover over, and here at the bottom, let's click on See More in Proofreader. This opens up the side pane over on the right-hand side where we can review all the different recommendations. Right here, I get a tone suggestion to make this text sound more confident. Now here's a cool thing. I can toggle between the original and also the suggested text. Now, I think this does sound better, so right over here, let's rephrase this text. Here, I also get a few others. Let's go through and accept them. Now, the one thing I like here is I can gut check my writing and polish it before sending my message off, all while staying in control of my writing. Superhuman Go also includes a Humanizer Agent that can help adjust the tone of your writing. Now, sometimes the difference between getting a response and getting ignored simply comes down to how your message sounds. To open the Humanizer over on the right-hand side, let's open up Go, and here we see the Humanizer Agent. Let's click there. Here, I can choose different writing styles or voices depending on how I want the message to sound. For example, I can make the writing sound more concise. Here, we have an option to make it more conversational, or up on top, we have the executive, which will make it more confident. Now, I think this message could use some more confidence, so let's go with the executive voice. As soon as I do that, their AI chat reviews the email, and over here on the left-hand side, it suggests changes that better match that tone. So here's an example. It says, streamline language and clarify the request. I can compare the original to the different recommendations. Now, I think that works better, so let's click on accept. Let's look at the next one. Over here, it wants me to condense and focus on the key points. I think this also works better, so let's accept it. And here we need to clarify requests and improve formality. I think that works well, so let's accept that as well. And here for the closing, let's add this as well. Since this is a supplier request, I want to make sure that it sounds more confident and professional, and that way there's no confusion around inventory or our timelines. Another built-in agent is reader reactions. This helps predict questions or confusion that someone might have before you send your message. Since this email is going to a supplier, I want to make sure Patty has all the information she needs up front. Over on the right-hand side, let's open Go, and here at the bottom, let's click on this plus icon to add more agents. If you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see one called Reader Reactions. Let's click on that, and then down at the bottom, let's open it. Reader Reactions reviews the email and shows what the supplier will likely remember, along with questions they may still have after reading the message. For example, here it's asking about shipment quantities, delivery timelines, contact, and product specs. If I hover over one of these suggestions, Superhuman Go even gives me an example that helps address the missing information directly in the email. Here, it's recommending that I include estimated shipment quantities and the launch timeline. I could insert that example directly into the message. Now, this is useful because I can spot gaps in the email and proactively answer questions before sending it, which can help reduce that unnecessary back and forth later on. Superhuman Go also includes other built-in agents. For example, there's even a resume builder agent that can help tailor your resume for different roles. Here, I have my resume open in Google Docs, but I think it could definitely use some work. Now, over on the right-hand side, let's open Go, and there's a resume builder agent. I'll click on that, and right up on top, I get an ATS score. ATS stands for Applicant Tracking System, which is basically software that many companies use to scan and filter resumes during the hiring process. Now, down below, I have the option to launch the resume builder to improve my resume. Let's try that. This brings us to Grammarly documents, and Superhuman Go gives suggestions to help improve the resume. Now, over here, I can hover over all of them to review the recommendations. Now, as I apply the suggestions, you'll notice on the right-hand side, the ATS score improves. This can help you quickly identify ways to make your resume stronger before applying for jobs. Now, let's look at how Go can connect with other tools like Gmail and Google Calendar. Over here on the side pane at the bottom, I can click on this plus icon to add more agents. And here you'll see integrations for all sorts of different apps and services. Now, right here at the top, let's add the one for Google Calendar and then also Gmail. Once you finish adding them, you'll see them show up on the sidebar over on the right-hand side. Let's start by opening the one for Gmail. I've been getting a lot of emails recently, and for the cookie launch, I want to make sure I don't miss anything. So down here, let's ask if there are any urgent emails related to the launch that I should follow up on, and then let's run that. Let's now scroll up, and right here looks like there's an email from Patty about ingredient availability. It looks like raisin inventory is running low. Okay, let's try drafting a response. Right down here, I'll ask it to draft a concise response to Patty about the raisin inventory issue, and then also give us some options. Let's try that. I think that message looks good right up on top, so let's send it directly from here. Over here, I'll ask it to send the message, and then let's run that. Right up above, we can now see the message to Patty. This looks good, so down below, let's approve it. There, it's now sent the email to Patty. Now, I should probably also follow up with a meeting so we could discuss it. Over on the right-hand side, let's launch the Google Calendar. Here, let's ask it to set up time with Patty at the next available slot on my calendar, and then let's run that. Right up above, it finds my next available time, and it also wants to know the duration for this meeting. Let's say it's 30 minutes, and let's ask if it could go ahead and book the meeting. Right up on top, it creates a new meeting invite. This all looks good, so let's go ahead and approve that, and the meeting will get added directly to my calendar. Now, what I like here is that I can go directly from reviewing to taking action with just a few clicks. In addition to Gmail and Calendar, Superhuman Go also supports many other agents and integrations. Over here, if I click on the plus icon, you can see integrations for tools like Google Drive, Jira, Canva, Zoom, and more. So depending on the tools your team already uses, you can pull information and take actions across many different apps directly from Superhuman Go. There you go. Try Superhuman Go from the makers of Grammarly and get 20% off Grammarly Pro using my link. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.